Good morning, beautiful. I thought I would show you what I'm doing to get ready for the day after my chemical peel. So this is day 4. I just filmed a video kind of showing the process, but I just took a shower, got dressed, and now I'm gonna put on my face. So I'll show you what I'm using and then just kind of what I recommend or some options that you can use after you do a peel to just keep your skin really gentle and safe. So always just, ice cubes are amazing for after a peel regardless of the solution because it's safe. It numbs the skin a little bit. It helps with itchiness. So that's always something I usually do like once a day if it's feeling a little itchy. So I am, and now, these are my recommendations of what works for me and my clients. And so this morning I used my gentle cleanser. So you could just use a gentle cleanser or an oil cleanse or something. I like using this just because it's soothing and healing to the skin, great for like after retin-A or chemical peels. That's what this is kind of for. And then I am putting, we don't have this out yet, but this is my repair serum. So this kind of just makes the skin a little soothed. And you can see a lot of it's coming off already when I rinsed with the gentle cleanser in the shower. So this I'm just putting on. This isn't necessarily necessary. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just feel like it deeply soothes my skin with the lipids and the squalene and stuff in there. And then I'm going to use this body lotion, which seems strange. I have researched this, tested this. Some people give me crap because I'm recommending a body lotion. Why in the hell would I recommend anything if I have not tested it? I test everything before I ever come up on here because you girls are way smarter than me and I need to know my shit before I come up online being like, hey girl, put a body lotion on your face. I would never recommend something that could cause breakouts. So if you're not a person that's down with something like this, do whatever feels right for you, okay? This is amazing for chemical peels. It's not something you use all the time. It's just to soothe and coat the skin while you're peeling because it has dimethicone, it has oatmeal in there. It's also nice because your face doesn't feel really greasy when you use it. And it's just enough moisture to create, to make the skin permeable so that it doesn't get stretched or too tight, especially like when you're smiling. So, and that dimethicone calms, the oatmeal calms, irritation, redness, sensitivity. So I'll use that probably, 2 to 3 times a day. If you're a person that wants like more thicker stuff, then you can use like Aquaphor, or you could use even Nivea cream. It really depends on your preference. Sometimes when the peel is really deep, I'll do the Aveeno first, and then I'll throw a dash of Aquaphor over that just to lock in the Aveeno, so to speak, so that the top layer is just even more permeable. Because the more, you don't want to overly moisturize. You want to keep it, find that middle ground where it's moisturized enough to protect and to keep the skin safe, but not overly moisturized where you're not going, because this is dead skin, so you don't want to overly moisturize the dead skin because then it's not going to peel as much. So just keep it like the top layer a little bit more permeable. I don't know if that makes any sense. And then I'm going to use my tinted moisturizer. So I recommend, a lot of people will ask like, oh, can I wear makeup or tint, or what do I do, to protect myself? I think a tinted moisturizer and makeup's fine. I use this just because it acts like a makeup and it has everything I need in here, so I don't have to really think about it because I'm kind of lazy. So I'm doing like 3 pumps. So use a tinted moisturizer with sunscreen in it while you're peeling during the week. I think that would be, you can still cover a lot of the, spots and stuff without looking too cakey or heavy. And what I do is I put it all over like this. I get my neck like that. And then what I'll do is I'll go in with another pump. This is why my skin always looks halfway decent on mine, so I use this every day. So then you would go in like this and add a little bit more as like a, thicker coverage so that that brown is kind of covered a little bit like that, okay? And that's all I pretty much do, guys. Now, there's different protocols for different peels, but for what I did and showed you, this is perfect for that. And like using hydrocortisone if you were really itchy, you could use a hydrocortisone or a non-steroid product that's helps with like inflammation and stuff. You could also use like an oil if you're like not down with the vino, or this has a little lavender. Real lavender is really good for a chemical peel because it soothes the skin a little bit, not the perfume of lavender, which is in a lot of essential oil blends now. I'm talking real lavender essential oil, which is different than perfume lavender. And it's just, lavender helps with burns, so this helps a little bit. All right, I hope this helped. I just wanted to kind of show you what I do before I leave the house to look somewhat presentable and to keep my skin soothed and protected and a little covered. So if you have any questions, let me know. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I'm not sure if you saw my chemical peel series. I released it all at once. You can click the link in my bio if you're wanting to be brave enough to figure out how to do a chemical peel safely at home, which is, my recommendation is always a 10% or lower for consumer use. Of course, do what you feel is right for you, but I've tested this on so many people, and my theories are based on my mistakes and based on what I learned that didn't work out, and my job to keep a client safe, to get them the most beautiful result, to keep, especially when you're doing it at home, if you're like, oh, I need to do a peel, it's always about doing lighter ones instead of doing too deep, which causes, as I've already talked about, massive issues below the surface of the skin. So I love you. Have a beautiful day. Bye.